First of all, some information about the history of the Budapest chapter. Not only the history of the Budapest chapter, but I want to give you some background information about the team behind the event series. Sharing knowledge is our passion. So we founded the Hungarian Atlassian meetup 10 years ago. We already have 27 events with over 1,000 members in our meetup groups. And the secret sauce of this event series are the real customer stories and real use cases. With the success of the Hungarian Atlassian meetup, we started an international conference as well. We organize one conference in each year. And maybe one of the most interesting part of this conference for this kind of audience are the vendors from all around the world who are visiting us. Last year, we had more than 20 vendors, and it has a very colorful and professional atmosphere. Last year, we decided to join for this official Atlassian network, and we started the Budapest Atlassian community event. How we started, our first event was held in September of 2024 with 43 registrations and 3 presenters in live, 2 from abroad. And the specialty of this event was that common use case, which was created together with all of the presenters for marketing users in Confluence. Where we are now, we have a little bit more than 100 chapter members. If you remember, this is only the 10% of the Hungarian Atlassian meetup size. So we have very perspective goals to grow even further. And as I already mentioned to you, this is our 4th event. What's next for 2024? We have some ideas, we have to make some decisions, but I'm pretty sure we want to collaborate even more Atlassian community events. Why? Because it's a really huge and extraordinary opportunity. I want to representing it for you with some numbers. These numbers are not for 2024, but only for December of 2024. In December, there was more than 100 Atlassian community events all around the world with almost 7,000 RSVP with more than 3,000 attendees. And this huge amount of numbers came from 73 different Atlassian community chapters. So I highly encourage you to visit these chapters. For example, if you're traveling somewhere, just check the Atlassian community site, and if you are lucky, maybe on that city or not far from there, there is an Atlassian community event. I'm pretty sure it's worth to travel even a little. So that's all about the Budapest chapter. And Mátyás, please share your thoughts about the Hungarian Atlassian market.
Thank you, Attila, and warm welcome, everyone. I brought you 4 topics. 3 is about the past, and 1 is about the future. But the last one gonna be a huge, so bear with me till the end. And yeah, let's jump in. So basically, Atlassian started last year with a historical moment. Who can tell me what was it? The date is over there on the screen. Oh yeah. Yeah, of course. Actually, it struck me hard when I realized that it was like within a year, because for me it seems like almost a history. But definitely, actually, it dated back to 2020 when Atlassian announced that they're gonna end the server, and it was like part of a broader initiative that they would like to be a cloud-first company, and they actually redistributed their efforts and resources to the cloud. And actually, what we can see that they were pretty successful with this. So this is first an international level survey. They asked Tech Validate to ask customers who migrated into the cloud, and they did a survey of how do they perform over there. And actually, they reported productivity increase, improvement in cross-functional collaboration, and also improved ability to make insight-driven decision. But jump back to Hungary. How does it look like for us? And basically, what Atlassian told us that the cloud penetration in Hungary is already bigger than the DC penetration, which is pretty good news because 4 years ago we started as a on-premise first country and we successfully transitioned into the cloud first company as well. And to bring you some numbers, we did a little bit of in-house research, and we found that like the vast majority of our clients and the vast majority of our works is already towards the cloud platform as well. So we are safe to say that in 4 years here in Hungary, we all together like managed to turn it upside down, and yeah. So that's gonna be about the cloud. And of course, there are some of you still on data center, but don't be discouraged because there is a clear path to you over the cloud. And it's like not really a question of if, but rather a question of when. There was another transformation last year. Attila already talked a little bit about the Atlassian Day. And basically, we transformed it as well. Previously, and it was like on the on-premise work, it was like general that we were like highly technical. But in the cloud, you need like much less technical expertise and more business insight. Basically, you invest in a portfolio where is like which is like a gold mine. It's like extremely feature rich compared to the data center, and you can get better results if you have ways to really dig those golds out. So in this mindset, actually we redesigned the Atlassian Day, and rather than focusing on the solution and on only the technical aspects, we bring in methodological presentations and focused on the business results and return on investments, often in form of customer stories. And we did this for 5 different sections. You can see it on the screen. This year gonna be an Atlassian Day as well, or it's like not Atlassian Day, but something similar to that. The main thing I want to highlight is that the attendees told us that it was like a really good idea to transform the Atlassian Day in this fashion, so you can expect something similar this year as well. And let's talk about the first topic, which ruled our agenda here in Hungary. It's service management. So basically, Atlassian introduced Jira Service Desk roughly 10 years ago, and it quickly became the fastest growing product in the ecosystem. Actually, they reported that it like the growth rate was like 4 times bigger compared to Jira software after the second year. So it was like extremely huge, and you might wonder like what's this tremendous momentum today? What's with it today? And actually, Atlassian told us that today it's for Jira Service Management Cloud, it's 70% growth rate like every year. So it's really managed to keep up this momentum over 10 years. And we can also back this up with our real little in-house research. We can see that like more than half of our time is invested in service management. Many partners in Hungary seeking for this kind of topics. It's not solely for IT service management, but you can think of HR departments, legal departments, or facility teams, you name it, like everyone who like to serve their colleagues better. And let's jump to the future. And yeah, last 4 years was about being a cloud-first company. And I am quite certain or safe to say that the next year's gonna be Atlassian's system of work philosophy or model or something like that. Please raise your hands, like how many of you are familiar with this term of system of work already? Yeah, great, like half of the half of the audience. So let's just like define it as we used to do it in university or school. So basically, on my definition, Atlassian system of work would be a philosophy to which like is about how knowledge workers should work together to like enhance progress and maximize efficiency or impact. And Atlassian talks about like technology-driven teams, but it also says that like every organization or company is technology-driven today, so it basically applies to everyone. So don't feel like you left out or something like that. And let's talk a little bit about just the foundations, because this concept is, yeah, we could talk about it for hours, but basically it's about the question of yeah. So Atlassian in the previous like 20 years analyzed how teams work together, and they like realized that the secret sauce or the main thing which leads to success is actually teamwork. Big surprise. So it's just like technology is like Atlassian historically focused more on the dev teams and IT teams, but they are like expanded this horizon and realized that if they like to provide a platform which helps your organization or company strive, everyone needs to work together, and that's one focal point of Atlassian's system of work framework. Let's call it framework now. And how can, like, yeah, but like a question, okay, it's like kind of a cliche to say this, so how can we do this? And Atlassian identified 3 main foundations of this successful collaboration. The first one would be to align work to goals. It's like, again, might be rather like a commonplace to say, but harder to do. It's about like if everybody follows their own agenda, it's hard to achieve anything, and like that's like not really great successes today, thanks to like one person. The second would be, okay, you have some goals, but you need to plan the way ahead, like how can you achieve those goals. And if you started the implementation, you need to be able to track the work and see where are you at, are you on the right direction. And the last one would be like along the way you gather tons of knowledge, so you'd like to unleash this knowledge and let anyone to thrive on the knowledge you gathered along the way. In the Atlassian Cloud platform, this, like we were talking about goals, work, and knowledge, and of course teams who like make this progress happen. And actually in Atlassian Cloud platform, they started to build this teamwork graph, which is basically a really essential point of the AI within the Atlassian ecosystem. So I think like every one of you who already did some experimentation with AI tools, you had some pretty bad results already, or like, yeah, sometimes good results, but sometimes bad results. And what essential to understand that like AI can only provide you great answers if you feed it with the right data and you feed the right context to the data. And that's the mindset behind this teamwork graph, that basically it analyzes all the work across the Atlassian ecosystem. And even more, you can like bring these tools to external teams. So if you use Microsoft Teams or Google products, you can also like link these to this teamwork graph. And that's the solution of Atlassian, of like providing really good answers within the tool sets. They, of course, pretty successful about it. So they reported that in the survey that like 45 minutes was saved with Atlassian Intelligence weekly per user. And 77% of users were reporting that the Atlassian AI searching functions helped them a lot. But this is like just a minimal level of AI in the Atlassian ecosystem. The second level would be to actually train those intelligence to be your teammate. And I'm gonna show you a little bit of demonstration of this. So first, here you can see the Rovo. It's like a simple, you ask something and Rovo answers it. But, and I cannot see the it over there, but like what Rovo actually does, that you can like build agents for yourself to actually be your teammates. And what you can see here, it's this agent was trained to analyze Jira issues and to create reports and insights from those Jira issues within Confluence. So basically, I think the opportunities are limitless. So if I previously talked about being a cloud-first company, I've safe to say that like in the next few years, we're gonna talk about system of work and AI and Rovo. And back then in 2020, it was like, it seemed like almost impossible to move everyone, or at least the majority, over cloud. It might seem a little bit like similar. We have the similar situation today with all this system of work mindset and AI implementation. A few days ago, I read the numbers in Hungary about AI adaptation, and it was like below 7% in workplaces. It's like I think is the second worst in Europe. So we have a lot of works to do, and yeah, we also have a solution for it. So yeah, focus on system of work, AI, and Rovo. And if you like to know more about it, then we have a report. It's actually publicly available via Atlassian, but just like check with me or any of my colleagues over here, and we will help you to get it and learn more about the stuff I was talking about. So thank you everyone, and if you have any questions to us, yeah, feel free to